that we're going to crack on with. So last time here we were, we've done world interactions, blocking movement, and today we're going to look at, or should I say tonight, because we've already done some today, collectibles. So this is like triggering events rather than that was just purely collision detection and kind of movement. This is actually going to be like firing events, so hopefully there'll be a little bit more scripting in this one, which would be good. So yeah, let's get started. Right. So what we got? There nothing to download for this one, which is good. So let's get started. Yeah, let's get the project opened up. Ruby's Adventure. Let's get started. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do after this tutorial, to be honest. I've been thinking today about a few different games, a few different game ideas, but it's hard not to try and do too much. Some of the ideas I've come up with some 2D ones, but even those end up being like quite optimistic in sort of their size. Like realistically, an RPG like this, even like this is alright for a tutorial, but it's not really a game. And I can imagine even by the end of it, it's not going to be like a game you would sell or play, or it's really just the makings of. So something like this, an RPG, would still take a very long time to put enough content together for you to release. So I'm thinking maybe like 2D mobile games or kind of arcadey style games is probably the way to go. But again, you want to make the game you always dream of, and a lot of times they aren't little 2D arcade games. So it's going to be a challenge battling myself to try and rein myself in. Anyway, let's get started with the tutorial. Here we go. So our health packs, yes. Ruby's health, you need to give us some health. Yeah, so this is going to be a little different. Remember last time we had to change this update to be a fixed update, and we had to do a few other little bits and bobs to try and cope with the fact that we're using a newer version of Unity than what it suggests on the tutorial, which is my own fault. But I think hopefully we can make do and fix up whatever becomes a problem. So right, let's get started with this. So we need a max health and a current health. So yeah, let's jump into that. Has this opened up? Right, so we're in here. Let's go scripts, and I'll put this one. So here we go. I'll put it up here, int public max health. I'm still not sure about the naming convention in C#. I'll have to Google it to figure it out. Oh, I've done that the wrong way round. And then int current health. I don't know if we even specified anything for that. No, just int current health. Public in max of 5. And then, yeah, when it gets created, it gets set to that. So I'll get rid of that. The current health equals max. Whoa, I cannot type today. What's going on? I'm all over the show. So that's that. Fixed update. So we're gonna add a new function called change health. Health minus equals amount. Can you do minus equals in C#? I don't even know. Oh, thank you for following. How are you? Right. So yeah, current health minus equals. That's not what they want us to do. So we're going to use some math functions here. Yep. So we're doing a clamp to make sure that we don't go past 0. Yeah, that's good. Lots of built-in functions for math stuff. So get rid of that. Try to get ahead of myself. Mathf dot clamp. What's the order of things here? So current health plus amount 0 and max health. Plus amount. And so that's minimum value that we're going to clamp to, and then max value in clamp blue, which would be max health. Okay, that makes sense. What is it called? Mathf. Yeah. Anyway, so current health is that. It wants us to put a debug current health. Right. Okay. Don't think we need this, but we'll follow along with the tutorial anyway. Current health. Thought I was on a Mac for a second there. Max health. That's how you do it. Yeah, you can just do string concatenations like that. That's cool. Debug.log current health. Current health plus amount 0 and yeah. Okay, that looks like we're alright there. Is this going to complain to us? That is the question. Nope, we're all good. Right, so it shouldn't actually do anything now, I don't think. Won't do anything different other than that now. If we look at Ruby, there should probably be script max health value here that can be modifiable, which is cool. Right, so that's that. Let's do that. This is just going to walk through the different syntax and things, I think. Set full health at the start of the game, yeah. And change the health, yeah. Function declarations. Okay, I think we'll skip this. This is all kind of basic programming concepts. I might read about this math function. Yeah, it never goes over. Yep. Okay. Yep, we've just seen that. We've just seen the max health thing in the inspector. Yeah, okay. Suppose another variable. Okay, we're going to modify speed. Where is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's jump in and do that. So we're going to add another public one. And it's a float, got speed. We've got to remember to put the F on. And that should do it. And now instead of using 3F here, we'll just replace that with speed. Yeah. I think that's the only place we've used it. So there we are, done that. Yep, speed, mark that step as completed. Now triggers. Let's add a way to retrieve health. A special kind of collider that don't block movement, but they send a message when your current enters a trigger, so you can handle that event. Okay. So sprites VFX, we want to find that, import into your scene, adjust the PPU value, and add a box collider 2D. Okay, that's good. At least it's skipping parts now. It's going a little bit quicker. So we've got a collectible. What's that one called? Collectible health. Is that strawberry or something? Yep. Anyway, sprite 2D. pixels per unit. This is actually 256 by 256. Okay, well, how big's that? Wow, that's huge. We're not doing that. So we'll make this 256 for 1 unit. That should apply it. Make it a little smaller, yeah. There we go. So where's that gone now? I cannot see it. Did I do that wrong? Is it supposed to be this one? Yeah. Collectible health. Z is 0. That's something we had to watch out for earlier. It tripped us up. And it wants to add us a rigid body 2D. I think that was as far as we got. What did it say? So, oh, box collided 2D. That's the wrong one. So let's get rid of that. Box collided 2D. Oh yeah, because a rigid body is actually applying forces and blocking things, whereas the colliders, how you trigger it. All right, so we'll make this a prefab as well. Seems to be the way to do things in this. So stick that there. And now we've got a prefab. Let's work on that. I think. What do we think, like that? I don't know if we want to be able to go behind this. We're pretty much always going to want to collect this, right? Maybe like that then. Okay, that's that. Right. Anything else we need to do? Sorting layer, default. Okay. Sprite sort point. Okay. Alright. And that should be okay. So now if we go back, yeah. So we've got one there. And that's it. Let's go to the next section. Oh, let's find that. We did that. We did that. Nailed is trigger. Okay. Is trigger. Oh, I've done that wrong. Can't do that. In fact, yeah, we can do that, and we'll overrides apply all. Yeah, still got that. Okay, so we should see a trigger happen. Where are you going? I don't know how we see the trigger happening. Okay, I assume that worked. Okay. Hey, we have a new script now. Help the collectible script here. Jump in here. Yeah, we may have to do some tweaking and do fixed update like we had to do with the other one, but we shall see. I'm gonna add it to the game object. Okay. Put it on trigger enter 2D. Yeah. Okay, so the script, we actually want to delete these and do an on trigger event 2D. What was it? Void. Void on trigger. Oh, on trigger enter 2D with a collider 2D called other. Trigger to 2D. Collider 2D. on trigger enter 2D. Yeah, that'll have to be correct. I don't know why the autocomplete doesn't work, or I have to update something so that I can do IntelliSense for the Unity sort of using stuff. But it would be certainly handy to be able to see all of the on-trigger callback things. Anywho, right, so we've done that. Now let's go back to the prefabs. This collectible here. And in fact, go to this. And we want to add to the game object. Make sure you use correct spelling, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Drag and drop the help of the script from the project into the inspector to enter the game. Alright, so you just drag that across somewhere. Okay. Alright, just add to the script. I guess you could have done script as well. Scripts. Yeah, alright, yeah, you could have done it that way. That's cool. That works. So now that doesn't actually do anything, does it? That trigger event. So let's have a look at the next steps. Yep, done that. On trigger event, done that. Yep. Just add a log message. Right, I'm just going to copy that because it's only a debug message. So object entered plus other. Right. So now we should have something. When we hit that collision, we should have something in this log here. Try and do it gently. Yeah. So it only happens on the enter. So now I have to go back in, and again, we get 2, 3, 4, which is awesome. Right. Quick play. We've done that. Right. We need to end exit play because I keep forgetting that. And save. Change the debug log in your script to controller dot. So we need Ruby controller, get components, Ruby controller. Okay. Yeah. Ruby controller. Nope. Write the local variable, please. What is that naming convention? Or just controller? How is it not recognizing that local variable? If controller equal to null, then we want to do something. What is the thing we want to do? Controller.change health, so that's the name of the function. Okay, so we want to increase it, so controller, like controller, health 1, so we're going to increase by 1 every time we, and that's not right, controller. Oh, I bet it's because I'm not called, wow. That'll be why. Too much time spent doing Python, forgetting to declare my my variable types. Okay, so control.change health 1. Yeah, oh, and destroy game object. What is game object? Is that a built-in thing? Destroy. Is that available in every script that basically decides that that's the game object that this script is attached to? Destroy game object. Other. Oh, I haven't done that. Okay. Missed the other here. So we would have been trying to get a Ruby control off our current game object, I guess. Yeah, so other.getComponent, Ruby controller. Check that it's not null, which it shouldn't be. And then destroy game object. Alright, sweet. Mark that as completed. Alright, we'll go through this code here. Set into the trigger. Use scripting content and if statement. Yeah, okay, we don't really need to. Yeah. Return none, you can't go for. Yeah, okay, Ruby's health. That's why we're doing the one with the function. Destroys a built-in Unity function that destroys whatever you pass to it as a parameter. The game object the script is attached to. Yeah, so it must be some built-in. The game object always is the object you currently have the script attached to. So now we need to do its protection level. Oh, we haven't made it public. Right, okay. Okay, yes, that makes sense. Public void. Alright, so let's do those bits. Let's go Ruby controller. Let's make this public so we can actually call it from outside. And we'll set that to 1 when we start. And make sure those are both saved. So now we should. No errors, that's always a good sign. So now if we bump into this, we should get 2/5. So 2 is current health, and the 5 is max health. And the game object's been destroyed. So that's good. Seems to be working correctly. Yeah, current health 1. Made it public. Create prefab, already done that. Properties. Right now, if you grab a health cut to one whose health is full, this group will still destroy the collectible. Ah, yes. Needs help first before it's destroyed. Current health is current health is not. Current health is not accessible. So if controller dot current health less than max health. Yep. Wait, before switch by you may have guessed that you'll find an error in the console. Yes, it is. I don't think I've used properties before, so yeah. So look at this. Okay. Okay, so it's just getters and setters, I imagine. Public int health get, yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, you just don't define the set function, and that makes it a sort of getter only. I'm not sure I like this references thing. It gets in the way. I might get rid of that. Public int health. What's it saying to use? Oh, because it's actually property, so lowercase is fine. Get. Wow. I wish it'd stop doing that. Why does it keep auto-completing? Current health. semicolon, do that. What is it complaining about? Expected that miscellaneous files, CS proj. Oh, right, okay, you don't have the function. That'd be why. Yeah, okay. Don't have parameter brackets if you're using a property. Yeah, I really don't like this referencing. I'll have to look about how to turn that off. Okay, so let's go back here. Added that. Yeah. So now we need to call .health, and you can use it just like it is, as though it was a variable. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go double check that health collectible, and we'll change that from that to health. So a controller that health is less than max health, then take the health and destroy it. I tell you what we'll do. Check your scripts. Yep, I think that's fine. Alright, this is a summary. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add a few more of these collectible healths. And we'll stick, so we start off with one, stick a few of these in. So we shouldn't be able to collect all these because at some point it will not allow us to pick one up. And it won't even let us pick that one up at all. That's a good start. What have we got? Collectible health. Have I not? This has got some overrides. Apply them all. Yeah, they didn't have the script. I think because I hadn't updated the updated all of the thingies. Right, so now one. We've got 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So now we shouldn't be able to collect this. There we are. Look at that. Perfect. I'm not sure about that log though. Did we not just get rid of that? I suppose it's the only way we can actually see the health at the moment, so we'll leave it. Private and public, if statements, yeah. Mark all steps is completed. Sweet. Alright. World interactive, damage zones, and more. Let's keep going. Well, I think we flew through that. I think that's supposed to be an hour. Okay, what we got here? Resetting Ruby's health, graphics side note, enemies back and forth, damage, and check your scripts. Oh, this is a pretty short one here. Oh, we need materials though. Okay, we'll wait until it comes up. Okay, let's change that back to max health. That's a bit easy, but alright, sure. We'll do that. Do that. Start the game with full health. That's too easy mode. Add a zone that damages rubies will be exactly like the health collectible. So it will change the health by -1. Yeah. You'll find a sprite for the zone in assets art sprites environment called damageable. Okay. Assets art sprites. CVFX. What was it called? Asset art sprites of environment. Damageable. I have no idea what this thing is. what are we loading it in as? A Sprite 2D, Sprite mode signal. I don't know what this is. Looks a bit funky. Oh, let's reload that as well. How big is it? 256. Let's make that a bit smaller. Change the pixels per unit to 256. Apply it. There we go. It's like kind of some spiky area or something. Okay, so I think you need to know it's at a damage zone. Yeah. So we need a box collider 2D. New script for that. Alright, let's go with that. So add box collider 2D. One is trigger. We want to change this. In fact, you know what? I'll make it prefab first. I find that the view that we have for prefabs is much easier to work on, like the collider zones and stuff. So let's go here. Oh, in fact, we do actually want to. Might bring that up a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much right there. We'll save that. Back to the scene. And this one. So we've got that. We also want to add a script, so we'll do that on here. New script. Damageable. Is that a word? We'll go with it. I mean, it's really quite a good tutorial. This, I mean, it's covering so many basics, like fundamentals that you need to start with the game. I do think it's much better than that FPS micro game one I did. It's just there wasn't enough within that. That was really just showing you, like, here's the scene view, here's the hierarchy view, and there wasn't actually that much scripting or editing. So this is definitely much better. All right, so let's edit that script that we had. Where did that script go? That's the only. Oh, okay, so it doesn't. Is this gonna break now when I move this, or is it gonna know? It's gonna update the. Let's have a look. Is it like that? Okay, that seems to work. So I guess we don't need this. Instead, we're gonna have an on trigger enter 2D. Let's see if I can remember what it was all called. Collider 2D called other, and this is a public. I know it's just a void. I mean, I could have a guess in this part, I think, but we'll stick with the tutorial. I'll end up skipping something and then having to backtrack. So let's just stick with going along with it. Okay, double click the script. Yep. Oh, it's called damage zone. I'll rename it, otherwise it'll only. Is that going to be happy with it in here? Nope. Missing monoscript. Damage zone, that's what we want. Save that. Okay. Yeah, I think we can get on trigger enter 2D and collider 2D other. On trigger enter 2D, collider 2D other. Yeah, I think we smashed that. So we need a Ruby controller equals a bit wordy this. Is there anything with that? Not equal to null. Then controller dot. Nope. Change health. -1. Oop. Alright, control it. Yeah, I think we smashed that then. Right, let's give that a whirl. So let's... Can't pick those up, but we can hit this. And it's only on enter, so oh, nearly died. And if we go to 0, it will not let us go anymore. It just stay at 0. Now we can pick these up. Oh yeah, look at that, that's perfect. Right. Okay, right, we'll stop that. And now let's have a carry on. We've done that part. Got Ruby to walk around. Oh, on trigger stay. Okay. Sleeping mode to never sleep. Ruby gets damaged all the time and maybe too much. Getting to 0 health in a fraction of a second. She doesn't get damaged when she stands still. Oh right, let's do those little bits first, right? So they want an on trigger. Duplicate that. On trigger stay. Stay 2D, and we'll start with it doing the exact same thing. Let's see if I can imagine Ruby's not going to do so well now. So let's clear that, and now we'll boom, she's dead straight away. That is no good. So poor Ruby. Let's fix that then. So also it said you wouldn't get any more notifications if you stood still, which is true. So we need to fix that as well. So if we go to, which one was it? Was it Ruby we had to change that on, or prefab? Right, okay. Yeah, so it's when Ruby stops. So currently if we go to her collision box, nope, rigid body, sleeping mode, start awake, never sleep. I feel that way sometimes, to be fair, never sleep. And I've just changed Ruby and not her prefab, so let's do that. Alright, so now she should just spam the log. Yeah, cool. That's good. Okay, the next bit was to fix the fact that she basically just instantly dies. So I guess there's some sort of timer we're gonna add. Yeah, time invisible to wow, there's a few things here. Okay, so we're gonna add a public flow, so you can adjust this in the inspector, I guess. Whether she's invincible, and an invincible timer, which will actually tick until it hits time invincible. Okay. If it's invincible, time.delta time. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some slight modifications to this, I think, because I'm using fixed frame update. In fact, I might. Yeah, in fact, what I'm gonna do is, I think you can have update as well as. So last time with the rigid body move position, it didn't work with the update function. So that's why I moved everything to the fixed update, because that was more relevant for the physics stuff. But I think for this update thing, we could put it in just in the regular update rather than the fixed update, as we'll want to have that running on every frame rather than every frame that's capped at 60 or whatever the fixed time step is. So let's go with that. So bool invincible. Invincible? How the hell do you spell that? That doesn't look right. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, no. It's definitely not. Wow. My spelling. Bool. And it's is invincible. And it doesn't default to anything, does it? No. Float. Invincible. Timer. Float. Oh, public float. Public float. Time invincible. Yeah, so I guess for anything that you put public, you actually specify a value because that's the stuff that's going to automatically show in the inspector. But for everything else, you would use the start, which is kind of like the constructor, to decide whether it's invincible or not. Although it just starts off, actually set a default value. I don't know what C# defaults do. Would it be false or true? If is invincible. I feel a bit funny about this, so I'm just gonna. No, I'll follow along with the tutorial. No point me doing that. Alright, so if is invincible, then invincible timer minus equals. So we can use time delta time, just like. Wow. What is going on? Why is that? Why is that? How annoying. Yeah. If less than 0, then is invincible. It's false. Do we reset the timer? Oh no. So where do we do that? Oh, part of this, yeah, the callback. So that's that bit, and then here we're adding if amount is less than 0. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay, because we're subtracting. Yeah, because it's changed how they can do both pluses and minuses. That does make sense. If is invincible, return. And is time equals time. Alright, so yeah, let's walk through this. So if we are taking away health, then we need to check for the invincibility. If we are currently invincible, then we just do an early return and we don't bother with taking any health away or doing this. If we're not invincible, then we're going to set ourselves to be, for the next frame, set the timer back to the default invincible time, and then actually take the health off. And then when it does the update each time, it'll check this and decrement the timer. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Right, I'm not going to read through this part because the update function. Actually, I'm going to find out about is invincible. A bool. Do we default to false? This is what I want to know. Let's quickly Google that. C#. What do bools default to? Per variable of reference type is. It defaults to false. I'm still not 100% on that. Like, I don't really like the idea of relying on that being defaulted to false. I'm so used to like C and things like that where it's kind of compiler specific that yeah, it just bugs me a little bit. Anyway, we'll leave it as for now. So that's that. Let's go back to Unity, clear it all. So now, what are the changes we've made? So update function, make Ruby stay in the damage zone. She should only get damaged every 2 seconds. All right, let's do that. So we go in here, starting with 5, and if we jump in, 1, 2, 1, 2, sweet, sweet, works perfectly. That's good. Okay, mark that as completed. Graphics side, and take a break from code. Let's highlight a feature of the sprite renderer. Yes, it will. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's go on here. The damageable thing. Scale 111. That's fine. And then what we can do is change the sprite renderer to tiled. Wow, that doesn't look right. And change the tile mode to adaptive. Tile mode adaptive. Follow the instructions to fix that. Mesh type to full rect. Where was the mesh type? Oh, the import settings. So that we have to go. Where is mesh type? That is the question. Sprite mode. Mesh type tie it to do full rect. Apply. Right. Click on demonstrating your hierarchy prediction. Okay. I'm not convinced it's going to work. Damageable. Tiled. That doesn't seem like what it was supposed to be doing. Let's reread this part. I bet this is one of those things that was the sprite mode correct as well? Where is sprite mode? Which type is full rect sprite mode? No, it is single. Pixels per unit. Set to 256 because that's what that is. Maybe I should re-import this. Stick one of them in. Let's just try this for now. Let's just try the actual, just this section of this. So, draw mode to tiled. Tile mode. Adaptive. Yeah, so that works like that. It might be that we just need to... Whoa. Whoa, no, I've lost my... There it is. I thought... Oh, there's some weirdness going on here. Keep losing my... Right, delete that. This... What we'll do is we might just... No, scale should be 1. That's why, yeah, okay. I must have overwritten the scale when I did the... So now it should pop more in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and see now it's sticking the scale as the right. So where's the right size? Pile, sprite renderer. Alright, okay. A little bit of a roundabout way to get to it, but we got there in the end. And now, so let's clear this. So her 5 health. Oh no! Okay, yeah, only one of those has a collider in it and it's there. So that's no good. Which I guess the next part sorts this out, does it? See, it stretches until it can fit 2 sprites, and it shows 2 sprites instead of... Yeah, look, there's the collision box on that one. Auto tiling property of your box collider 2D. Piece of cake. Look at that. Look how easy it is to... It's ridiculous. Yeah. That's good. Ooh, look at this enemy. This guy looks good. Okay. Okay, this is where we need those materials. Tutorial materials. Bot.png. Stick it. Where does it want us to put it? Well, let me do that until I've put it somewhere. Bot.png. Now we've got to scroll. What does this do? No, that's not useful. Continue. There we go. Just like your main character, since you want the enemies to move around. Got a rigid body. Alright, so we've got to do a few things here. Port it into Unity and place it in this. Yeah. Okay, so we had it. Sprites. Bot. It needs to be texture. Sprite 2D. 256. Let's change the PPU. I'll not do too much right now. Just do that. And now we'll stick it in the scene. Place in the scene. We need a rigid body 2D and a box collider. Rigid body 2D. Box collider 2D. Where's that guy? Don't forget to set the gravity to 0. Oh yeah, it'll be falling off the screen. Let's just see it. Oh, he does actually interact with that though. He only falls as far as the water. Sorry. Right, save that. So now he shouldn't move. Yeah, at least he's not falling down this time. Now, come on, that is complete. Back and forth. Enemy controller, add it to this. How are we going to move him though? Where to? That's the question. Okay, so we'll have to do this, but we'll do it. We need to do it with a fixed update because of the whole. Right, let's do it. Which way should we do it? Right, take bot. Put it to prefabs. Now we've got a prefab. In fact, no, what we'll do it this way. So last time I had to end up moving this. Create a new C# script. Enemy controller. Spell that right, yeah. And we want to stick it on this guy. Oh. Put it at the bottom. Okay, a new controller, that's that bit. Now we open it up. Switch this to fixed update. And what do we need to do? Okay. Rigid body 2D fixed update. So how are we going to do this? Yeah, vector 2 position. Get the position from the rigid body dot position dot x equals time dot delta times speed. Okay, we might have to use a different delta time here. I've forgotten the reason now. Because we're using the fixed update, we don't want to use delta time, we want to use a different one. Unity fixed update time delta. Time dot fixed delta time. Time dot fixed delta time. I think that's what we need. And it's probably what we actually should be doing in the Ruby controller as well, because I'm pretty sure doing this in. I'm changing too many things now, I'm end up breaking it completely. We shall see. Alright, cool. So, oh, we forgot to move the actual enemy controller. Rigid body 2D. Is that what I called it? I want to make that all lowercase since that's the way it's done in the other one. Dot move. Yeah. Oh. Hay fever's playing up. Sorry about that. Okay. What is this complaining about? Project contains scripts and I. Which APIs? Are you going to tell me? Okay, I don't really know what happened there. Wait, what? What actually changed? Very strange. Okay, well, let's just carry on. So now the bot should just move in the positive X direction. Let's go back to the scene. Where have I put him? There, so he's just going to run into this, I think. No, he isn't. Why isn't he? No, he is. Oh, yeah, I forgot about all that. Alright, let's carry on anyway. No, when you go back to Unity... Okay. Okay, whilst we're here... Oh, it's a lot of scripting change going on here. Checking your scripts. Yeah, it's mostly scripting from here on, so that's cool. Where were we? No, that's right, script to make it go up and down a loop. That's not where we were. So we've done that. Oh, I guess we can use that speed. We do -3. Do this. Yeah. That's the other thing. So we wanted to freeze the rotation. That's one thing we want to do. And we also want to apply all this stuff. So now when we change this to 3. Yeah, so it won't spin round on its head like it did last time. That's good. Okay. You need to get rigidity in a variable in your script and use move position on it. Okay, yeah, I've just done that bit. You can move the enemy horizontally or vertically, back and forth. Pull called vertical. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so they're going to patrol, I think, is what's going to go here. Public, cool. So that's that. If vertical assume this is how you do else's in C#. In fact, what am I doing? That's silly. So some at least a little bit of clean code. Don't need to be doing that twice. Position. So we'll change this to dot. So we do Y. That's vertical. Next is horizontal. We'll do that. Yeah, that's exactly what we've got here. Okay, for the back and forth, you need a timer. Okay, let's go with that. Speed, change time, float timer, and direction. Okay. Public. Float, change. Oh, it sets a default speed here. Not for the bulls. It actually really annoys me that. Then underneath that, we're going to go with the timer to actually store the thing. And direction. Not really sure what this part is, but it equals 1. Okay. So we got private float timer. We'll keep the current value of timer either 1 or -1. Okay, yeah, because although we're going vertically, we're either going positively or minus vertically or horizontally. So this is to control the direction of the sprite moving. So now do the update stuff and flip the direction after a certain amount of time. Okay, let's do that. Timer minus equals time dot fixed delta time. And if the timer is 0, then direction equals change time. So yeah, then we're resetting the actual time to the maximum timer. I think that's it. Timer, vertical. I feel like we should be doing direction at some point as well. Speed times by direction. Yeah. A bit wordy like. So it's either 1 or -1. Because this always starts as 1. Okay. So it's saying I'll stop it. Set it's complete. In the update, yeah. Right, let's run that first before we'll watch this guy. 3, 1, 2, 3. Back the other way. 1, 2. Yep. By every 3 seconds, he flips around. Okay. Next section, damage. You've got a moving enemy now. Let's make your enemy. Antagonize Ruby. You can't use a trigger because you want the enemy cloud to be solid. On trigger event, on collision enter. Alright, so that's slightly different. So you use the trigger enter stuff. The triggers for when you don't want, like one of the objects doesn't have a rigid body, and you use collision enter when it's 2 rigid bodies that are colliding. Let's call it the enemy collides. Yeah, to this check. Okay, so it's pretty much exactly the same, but we just got a slightly different name here. Okay, let's do that. Do it down here. So void on collision enter 2D rigid. Was it rigid body? Oh no, still collision 2D. Oh. Ruby controller. Then we're going to check to see if the controller is valid. I'm not sure. In C# where you can just do if controller, like you can in like C and C++ for validity, but a few little C# little bits I need to sort of catch up on. But we'll just go with what the tutorial says for now. So if that happens, then we need to do controller change health -1. Was that it? Oh, player. Oops. I'm going with controller because that's what we used last time. So let's other dot game object. Oh, so that's different. I've not done that quite right. So in this version, we have to do other.gameObject, which is strange because last time we used collision 2D as well, I believe. What was the damage zone? No, it's, okay, no, it is different. It's called collision 2D, and that one's a collider 2D. That's a bit confusing. Very, very similar names. So enemy controller. So we have to do other.gameObject.getComponent. Alright, we'll rename it so it's got the matching thing, because otherwise if something goes wrong I need to copy it. So other, we get the game object, the component from it. Awesome. And now, so now if we get hit, ow. Not only is it going to hit me, yeah, but it's the same as before. We don't actually have the a stay version, so it's only ever going to hurt you once in this mode. But we damage, we've done, yeah, okay, so it's a collision 2D, not a collider 2D. Doesn't have a get component function. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think mine is already a prefab. Yeah, I'm not making two robots for now. And I'm not checking the scripts because I think they are correct. So we've got that, we've got it as a prefab, which is good. I think we might need to do some overrides here. Apply them all. And that's cool. Let's add in another robot actually. Where's the prefabs? Just to show what we've done last time. Let's do one that's going vertical. Enemy controller, speed. Let's make it double the speed, but make it 1.5. So it'll go faster, and it's going to go up and down rather than side to side. And then cool. Very, very cool. I like that. Okay, let's have a look. Right. And we've done it. Look at that. What's the next step? Sprite Animation. See, there's a lot of comments on this one. I seem to remember when I was Googling for that other problem that there's actually a few issues with some of the newer Unity versions on this bit. So we may have to do a little bit of Googling around and figuring out what's going on with this section. Another hour. I think, yeah, I'll probably leave this for another time. Maybe tomorrow, bank holiday, so you know, got a lot more time on my hands, no work. But that's certainly very good. Let's have a little preview of what the animations might look like towards the end. Is there any GIFs for us to have a look at? No, come on, give us a GIF. Okay, so we're going to use some visual node stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, that is one funky robot. Alright, sweet. What's this? Oh, blend trees. Wow, it's really in-depth this. This is good. This is good. I just hope it's not too different in this version of Unity that I've got, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a problem. So, alright, I think we're going to tie that to a close here, I think. But yeah, thank you, thanks for joining. And yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. It depends. I might be on in the day and at night time as well, but if not, I'll definitely be on at night. But yeah, thanks for joining. See you later. Bye.